Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to more Borderlands Legacy, the Claptrap Revolution. Previously, we defeated Ned, and even got to fight Covenant still, which we never got to do in the main game. We killed them both, shut down the factory, and got the wired device. This also wireless. This episode, well, we're gonna work towards getting to the end of the DLC. Something I want to do though is equip corrosion as my element again. Now, against Commandant, she did kill me, and against Dr. Ned, he downed me, and got me to fight for my life. But that's besides the point. He still got through this. For this episode, we're gonna work on taking down Claptrap. I want to say right here, there's a secret chest in there. This area is full of loot. Once again, I saved Chris so I can run around and grab all the chests, but I'm not going to. And depending on how the boss fight goes... What is this? You actually look through this. I think there's an achievement for it, like taking a picture of someone in this. That was just something funny to do. But based on how the boss fight goes, it will depend if I do the side quest or not. If I have trouble with the side quest, I'll be going through. Or if I have trouble with the boss, I'll probably do some off-screen leveling just to catch up. And I'm still going to keep the health kiss, and we'll turn this mission to Mr. Blake. But now we're going to work towards an enemy. Seeing it looks like you get an upgrade, like an inventory upgrade. You don't. I will show you guys what you get once we kill the Claptrap. Operation Trap, Claptrap, Tap Trap. Now in here, there's a whole ton of extra loot. It's just stuff to help you get ready for this final fight, because the boss ahead is quite difficult. I'll be honest. They're what I consider one of the most difficult bosses in all of Borderlands. Not the most difficult, but it's a pretty tough boss. There's also a red chest here. You can get nature from the top of that statue, I believe, but it requires perfect precision. Now for this, they want you to go over there-ish, but I think a strafe jump is possible, but I just fell, so I'm not going for that. And of course, after this, there's going to be the episode full of side quests, and it's going to be one more episode after that, so I have this and 2 episodes left to record. So we're going to see what happens. That sick burn. You hurt my feelings. But yeah, we're working on fighting Claptrap, but I'm going to say right now we have a bit of a gauntlet ahead of us. Ooh, that's a good class, man. I can't even afford it. How much is that? 17,000? Get out of town. That's really good too for a class mod. But I'm not level 40, so I won't even be able to use it. I can't sell anything to get another one. But we have a bit of a gauntlet. I'm actually going to be fighting all of our old friends again. And by that I mean Nox, Covenant, Steel, and Ned. They do actually want you to fight a whole ton of stuff again. got a bit extra here. You can see there is Nox Trap again. Same fight, but less cover. I recommend just staying back here and just shooting them. Because if the Claptraps want to hit you, they have to go all the way from the end of the arena to you. As you can see. Of course, it's Nox. We killed him twice with ease. So what do you say we go for round 3? Also, he can't shoot through the door. This fight's actually easier than the first fight you have with him in this DLC. Oh, for a second I thought he exploded. Oh. Okay, well, Nox won that fight. He actually got his revenge. That's embarrassing. He had all the way somewhere. Where is he? He had all the way up there. He's cheating. Get down here, Nox. But yeah, suicide claptraps are what he's going to be spawning during this fight. Because they will blow up the second you go down, so that's why I end up dying. I didn't even know he could land on top of the door, but he's dead. I'm at level 39. Poor Nox. Now, I was going to say that it would have been great to go back and get the fame, get the class mod, but there's no way to do that now. Bit of a shame. Well, at least Nox finally got a kill on me. I'm going to say right now, I've said it multiple times, but for some reason I'm terrible playing Mordecai. You'd think I wouldn't be, but I am. And there are secret chests all the way over there. But I'm not going for it. Of course, Wax is just going to attack you for existing. Oh, well that's nice. The Wax wanted me to get the loot apparently. They want me to get that really good right rarity SMG by the looks of it. But well, that was the chest I was referring to. There's another one that's straight across the bridge to the left or right. I think it's to the right actually. But you can see over here, you've got some zombie cutouts that you can knock down. Specifically ones in the zombie island of Dr. Ned. I don't know why Claptrap got cutouts instead of just getting the zombies. I guess the assumption is that you killed all the zombies. That gave Dr. Ned, not Dr. Ned, gave the brains. But down here we have Undead Ned Trap. We actually have the second version of this fight. This fight is pretty similar to the last. Well, it's the exact same thing, just different floor. But he also takes corrosive damage instead. I recommend just getting behind some cover as usual. As you can see, he's not really able to do anything about that. Now he will spawn claptraps during this fight. Specifically more suicide ones, because they want you to go down to a suicide trap and then the rest is just going to kill themselves. Basically, it is a tougher version to fight if the claptraps hit you. So just don't let them get close to you. Of course, he just summons them at random. There probably is a sort of way to have him spawn kamikaze traps. But I don't know if there's a guaranteed way, so I'm just not going to do that. Basically, you are focusing on the boss, but focus more on the enemies he spawns. If you go down to a kamikaze trap, then you're going to end up dead. Because he only spawns one at a time, so unless you can kill him after being down, there's nothing you can do. Now during this bit, there is a secret. I'll see what I can do to trigger it. But chances are it's not going to trigger, but you have a sort of target minigame here. Oh, we have Guardians now as well, Guardian cutouts. I'll show you who we're fighting next. Yeah, we're fighting Covenant Steel again. They do a pretty cool fake out, but there's no second phase Covenant Steel unless you count the Destroyer, which it doesn't really work that way. But we have a really good pistol now. The Masher. You wonder why it's called a Masher? Oh, it had to be at least a 40 Gs. Now it's called a Masher because it's a ×7. I'm not going to be able to use it by the end of this DLC unless I level up. Pacino's targets opens up these stores for extra loot. Which is pretty cool. But I really go through this area after the first visit. To be completely honest here. Ooh, please be one. Oh, yeah, double anarchy. My luck has returned. Where is that double anarchy? I did pick it up. I feel really bad for Covenant Steel now, because now that we got this, there's very little chance we'll die, but probably will anyways. Nox can kill me and so can she. But no, there's a Destroyer, watch out! But nah. It's Covenant Steel again. Send out that. Oh wow. I think she is more projectile heavy during this fight, so yeah, I'm dead again. Wow. The only boss that didn't get the revenge on me was Ned. But I believe it's the same as the previous fight. She won't get any extra health. Yeah, she's more projectile heavy. Basically, every time she dodges, she will try and hit you with projectiles, so keep shooting her, and she'll probably just try and melee you at some point. Or get in a certain distance that's comfortable so she won't try and hit you too much. But this is what Covenant Steel's fight would have been. If she didn't die to the Destroyer, she probably would have been a challenge. Now, I think Covenant Steel's the only one that doesn't spot anything because he realizes she is a bit of an annoying fight. That's why he chose her instead of making a Destroyer trap. Oh, she drops Legendary. Steel trap. She drops a Protector. I'm just going to equip that. Your Protector is a pretty good TDO because it has ammo regen. So if you want to use pistols, this is a good way to use it. People have Revolution. But now we're heading to the final fight. So I've died to Nox, he got his revenge. Ned didn't get his revenge, he got decimated again. And Steel is Steel. Her fight's annoying. on a double front, but that's some good luck. It's all come around basically, considering my luck with double anarchies, and I happen to get one right before the final boss. Which, I don't know why my luck is so good, but it is. And we're not even going to be level 40 for this fight, but we'll have to see what happens. We're going back to where it all began, at the arid Badlands. It's come full circle. This is the other gate. This is where Marcus drove off to, and now we know where he went. It's like he left a bunch of guns here for us to end this fight. Which I do love, is how it's just full circle. And it is actually the start of the arid Badlands, I believe. But it is just a starting area. Oh wait. Yeah, actually no. Yeah, so it's just a replication of the arid Badlands. Yeah, actually, that's a shame. But let's see what happens. Laptop, no! Oh, Marcus, no! That's a big boy. Minak. This is a tough boss fight. And Claptrap has decided to just go into it. It's like a Power Ranger robot. My recommendation, 1. It has a whole ton of turrets that you have to focus on taking out. Or you shoot it in the eye, basically. The eye is the crisp spot. But this guy does a lot of damage, so you have to be careful. He will do AoE. Now, I do recommend taking out the turrets. But Minak is going to move around a lot. It wants to keep his turrets active. And be careful. Again, kamikaze traps. Use whatever weapon your character is mostly attuned to. Also, don't go down. Same thing as the other fights. The suicide traps are going to blow up if you go down. During this fight, I usually think blowing is a good way to go. Just because it can hit the claptraps. But it doesn't seem to want to hit the claptraps. But yeah, the eye is the spot that you want to shoot, but you got to be careful about it. No. Been downed. The turrets are there to help you get second wins, but I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. It's a bit of a tough fight, I will be honest. What's his health? Okay, his health stayed the same. You respawn right back in the fight, so don't worry about it. It is a tough boss, one of the toughest I think in the entire franchise. I always have trouble with it. Though I was kind of hoping I would have cleared it first try, based on how my luck has been. Like every other boss in the game so far that I had a bit that I usually have trouble with, they've been dying like that. But this is the DLC to change it. Nope. Again, check out transfusions. You do not want those little claptraps to get near you. They're the tougher part of the fight. The toads, yeah, the toads are annoying. They always will be annoying. Kill him. Open up these crates, hopefully get a grenade. No grenades for me. I gotta move. Okay, get behind cover. Like if you need to, just take your time with this fight. This boss is usually difficult. Like I don't think there's ever a character I've gone through the boss first try as, because this is me we're talking about. You guys have seen how I played, but this boss is usually pretty difficult. I do recommend using this walk though. This walk is your best friend during this fight. Ooh! Well, in that case it wasn't. I'm just gonna keep putting damage in them. Nah, one's gonna hit that. Now of course Claptrap will taunt you every time you die though. Claptrap is basically the mascot and joke character, both mixed into one. So getting this ulti by him is the only real reason not to lose this fight. But it's pretty tough, regardless of what you do. And there is a walk here. I think this is a Game of the Year exclusive thing. Where if you hide inside the walk, because there's no collision, the claptraps won't get you apparently. But I'm not going to abuse that. Because it only works so much. Come on, come on, come on. Swap weapons. Yeah, the claptraps will get stuck if you stay on that walk, but of course the AoE will change that. And I'm running out of sniper ammo. Sniper is the weapon I want to use during this fight. And because Blowing always wants to, it always stays a certain radius away from you to protect you, it's good for dealing with claptraps. Usually, but in this case, apparently not. Oh jeez, get behind cover. Once again. See that claptrap? He's trying to be sneaky. And I'm just going to call Blowing back for the moment. And some pop shots in there. Then I'm going to throw Blowing that way because there should be a claptrap coming this way. But yeah, this fight is designed to be done multiplayer. Again, this is after Nox DLC where they introduce a boss that usually requires 4 people to take out. The boss can be killed solo. But this is just showing the multiplayer capabilities. They want you to use teamwork basically to win the fight. Oof. Unfortunately, one thing is that you still cannot move while and fight for your life in this game. A feature that I wish in Game of the Year they changed. And my pistol shots aren't even reaching them. Oh, come on. Blowing didn't even go for the claptrap. It just decided to just meander about. Maybe we could finish it off while we're down. Yep. But we still have one more. There you go, he changed his whole thing now. He says goodbye, traveler. But we have a second part to this fight, which is find Claptrap. Just need to find him. I believe he just sort of wanders about. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he doesn't have much health. And Claptrap's back to normal. Back to dancing as usual, but that is the Claptrap revolution. And of course, Marcus is telling the story the entire time as usual. And of course, that fight was incredibly difficult. He did terribly. Yeah, people just didn't want to keep the Claptrap. They didn't want to keep the Claptrap, so they're giving him to us now. And Claptrap, that specific Claptrap will show up. Like I said, he's the mascot of the franchise. He will keep showing up over and over again. Wow, that's insult to injury, getting a corrosive crux. That would have helped during most of the DLC. That's pretty funny. That Claptrap is gonna constantly show up throughout the franchise. It is basically the mascot of the Borderlands franchise. And Claptrap's usually the first character you meet. Oh, red chest over there, and one there as well. I'm gonna get the further one. But that's the Claptrap Revolution. Probably my favourite. Well, I actually like all the Borderlands ones DLC, so I can't really say I have a favourite. They're all good. Even if some of them don't make any sense, like Zombie Island. I still love that whole idea. It's just a nice, funny DLC to go through. There's a good artifact farm as well. But I'm not going to end the episode yet because there's a couple of things I want to show. And obviously next episode is going to be the second to last episode. But first of all, we travel back to Tartarus, which I don't know exactly how it works. That might be the actual Firestone, like maybe Marcus drove from Tartarus all the way over there. It's never really explained, but it could just be a replica of Firestone. It would make sense because Claptrap decided to create the vault and Equinox's battlefield and all that, so we could just recreate Firestone, but it's not made out of cardboard and such. Yeah, I'm not doing that quest for Thanos. That's just game mode pass. It's the same as the Brains one. Get like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way up to 100. So there was no real point in me showing that because it's the same as Brains. It's just going to be sped up and it's going to be me save Crane, find zombies. But if we go over here to Blake, he had an inventory upgrade for us, but as I said, it's not an inventory upgrade. It's something infinitely better, and something I wish other Borderlands games would do from now on. But it's the only game that does it. It has its own identity because of that. But if you turn the mission into Blake, you get a skill point upgrade. You get a skill point without even having to level up. Because of this, the max level in this game is 69. And at level 5 you get your first skill point. You end up with an extra 4 skill points. 2 if you do this DLC on both playthroughs, and 2 if you do the Underdome on 2 different playthroughs. But Blake is telling us something, but you want to go over here. They want you to push a button. What does that button do? It gives you another amazing reward. Look at all of these chests. Taking all of legendaries. Some of them guarantee an Iridian weapon, like that one. This specific chest will always give you an Iridian weapon. But they all spawn different classes of weapons like shotguns, snipers, pistols, and such. You can get a legendary from any of these chests. Like as you can see, I got an equalizer, which I can use until I hit level 40, which I will actually after this quest. And there's another one over here, which is a Raven. Pretty good assault rifle based for rolling. And of course you have a Thunderstorm. There's a pretty cool purple rocket launcher there. And another Thunderstorm. And a Radiant Lightning. Plus another Radiant Lightning. Basically you can get a Radiant attack, you can get legendary. The only thing you can't get really is Pearlescence, I believe. Pearlescence are only in the Nox DLC, which I'll have to show at some point. But now, if we talk to Blake, that'll be another level up. Yep, another skill point. So, get 1 point there. There's chests all over the place, but something I want to demonstrate is that the glitch, and one of the glitches I was talking about involves that loot room. Back to playthrough 1. This loot room, it has a 50% chance to not even be full. Sometimes I go there and there's like 4 chests in general. The other time, I go there and just full of loot. So I want to see which version I got. It's usually always supposed to be fame, but this is where you can farm weapons. If you need a weapon, this is the place to do it. Because you have the weapon vendors, you have all the chests, even the secret ones over there, you can access them. I just don't. And all over the rooftops in Tartarus Station, there's a whole ton of red chests. There's the one under the stairs as well, which I've shown, and there's definitely way more. And of course, you have the one right here behind this food stall. So it is the place to go if you, like, say you get to max level and you need double ammo keys or some sort of weapon that you want to get, like a good legendary. There's a good chance. But you will also constantly get volcanoes, for example. When I farm that loot room, I usually get volcanoes all the time. There's another sniper I want to get. But I'm going to have to get that off screen. And I guess one thing I'm going to do, I think I might combine the finale into the next episode. We'll see. But yep, we got the full loot room. This is also a good place to farm money. If you need to get all of the ammo, so you say you don't have enough money to get all of them, you can grab all the stuff, sell it, and there's an ammo vendor right there. So it's a good place to farm money. Let's just see what we got. It looks like there's no oh, there is a legendary this time. Yeah, there's a couple. As you can see, we got another Quax and a Raven. The Raven is pretty common in here, but next episode, I don't want to guarantee what I'm doing in the next episode, but we're doing the side quest of this DLC for absolutely sure. I will see you guys then.